This is long overdue. I was supposed to make an update video a long time ago regarding Wellbutrin. I guess I did technically stop using it for a while. I was dating someone at the time, and she kind of, she said it made me a different person or a mean person. Turns out she was the mean person. So I went through some suffering after I had to quit because I had lost my job around the beginning of February last year, and I was going through some deep, deep inner work because I'm struggling. I'm placing job applications. I'm trying to, I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to work. I'm doing my side hustles, and fortunately, I managed to get the job that I currently have, one of the best jobs I've ever had, which allows me to work from home at least. And with that comes insurance, which I decided to immediately get a psychiatrist. And she put me back on Wellbutrin before I was on the uh, what was it, the sustained release, or not the XL. And you know what? It wasn't the greatest. I would forget to take it because I had to take two within the day. But my current psychiatrist put me on the XL, so all I have to do is take one per day. I started out on 150 mil for 1 month throughout December. Then I think on January 9th, I was switched over to 300 mil. So that first month, I would like to say, like, actually I might have gotten on that a little bit earlier. It might have been November, but she gave it to me to treat the ADHD, and I had depressive thoughts. I would get into these moments where I would just like start worrying about something to the point where it just made me cry. Things like aging parents, getting sicker, weaker, not having a job, but it also led to negative thinking, like feeling like I couldn't do my job. And I noticed over that first month or so after taking it, I was like starting to feel more confident in my ability to do my job. The side effects that I experienced, the only one that I can really think of that I experienced was, and I don't even know if this was related to the Wellbutrin, because she also put me on Seroquel, a very small dose for sleep because I had not been sleeping. But the Wellbutrin, it kind of slowed down my ADHD a bit, so I noticed I wasn't fidgeting and found it easier to focus. It didn't completely fix the ADHD. Like, I do still have moments where my mind wanders or I can't get it together, but it does help. So the other side effect that I noticed was that I was extremely irritable for like the first month, and then the irritability had leveled out, and then once the dosage was increased to 300, then I felt like the anger and irritability came back, and it was kind of intense, and I was worried that it was going to start getting in the way of things because you need to control that temper. But fortunately, I want to say after like 3 weeks or so on the increased dosage, a lot of the anger was gone, and after that 3 week to a month period, the anger is completely gone. So now I'd like to think that I've been on Wellbutrin for, let's see, if it really was November, I'll say December, January, February, March. So this is going to be like the 5th month on Wellbutrin. I'm not sure if I ever experienced that honeymoon phase. I've always, since I started taking it, I've just felt generally more positive, more able to do things, a lot less negative. It's improved other areas of my life greatly. I know for some people it does the opposite. It's one of those, it either works really well or works really bad. Uh, so I was worried about having to rely on this, but to be honest, with how I feel currently, unless something changes, I think I would rather feel like this, hopeful, even though like crazy things are going on with the economy and whatnot, and the world seems crazy. I still feel confident that I will be okay, that I can survive, that I can help other people. So I'd like to stay on the medication for a while, and who knows, maybe a year or so down the line, I will reach the point where I no longer feel the need to take the medication. Uh, I'm going to be starting therapy soon, so my psychiatrist said that the Wellbutrin and Seroquel can help me. She said it's not going to fix my problems, but it can help me get to the point to where I can deal with my problems. So I will probably make another update video. I don't know. It's hard for me to gauge exactly how much is changing from week to week and month to month, as I don't have anyone specifically monitoring my behavior like when I was dating my ex. Though then again, that turned out to be for the worse. Another thing that I noticed, when I quit Wellbutrin the first time, I started having more nightmares, lots of nightmares. It would be consecutive for I could have 30 nightmares in 30 minutes. But I noticed when I got back on this combination of Seroquel and Wellbutrin, my nightmares are maybe I'll have a nightmare or two a month, and that's so much better than having daily, or I guess nightly, nightmares. That's all I can think of to mention in this video. Uh, I do have a new camera, and I am looking very much so forward to creating more video content, as it was one of my passions. I don't know if it's the Wellbutrin reawakening me to go explore interests that I kind of gave up on over time, but I'm just kind of riding the wave. I just took a deep breath and hit record. So we'll see how this goes.